One of the most under-discussed components to college baseball recruiting is the academic and eligibility requirements, and that begins at the NCAA level with the Clearinghouse, NCAA Clearinghouse. I will always bring this to the attention of college, for college purposes, to families at the end of the freshman year of high school. It's always good to register with the Clearinghouse. It's clearinghouse.org or NCAAclearinghouse.org. And there are certain minimum criterias that make your student athlete eligible to participate at each level within the NCAA. Now, the NAIA standards are a little bit less restrictive, but for the general student athlete for NCAA, it's 2.0 is like, that's the cutoff. If you're below that, you would be considered an ineligible student athlete to participate at the NCAA level 3, 2, or 1. There are certain GPA requirements as well as test score or core course standards or requirements with regard to English, math, science, language, etc., that you must have a core GPA. So I want to explain to parents that GPA, there's a weighted and unweighted GPA. And your weighted Q score of GPA is what the NCAA Clearinghouse is going to utilize to make sure that you are eligible to be a participant athletically within that college or university. It's really important for you as a family to understand that, discuss that with your guidance office, the academic college admissions counselors that each high school has. You want to discuss that. Some high schools have monthly meetings with each student and guidance counselor, and it's important for you as parents and as student athletes to convey with your guidance counselors your goals with regard to college, academically, athletically. Tell them where you're trying to attend, what academic areas of interest that you have, and allow them to make sure that your academic transcript, both now and moving forward with regard to what your classes you should take, when you should probably try to move to an AP or honors caliber class. Those are types of discussions that should be had during the sophomore year of high school leading into the junior year. Because as you begin to develop that transcript, and if you desire to attend an Ivy League school or a school of academic affluence, you want to make sure that your scores, your grades, your courses are all showing that within your transcript. So you need to prepare your academic transcript, your test taking, all of that needs to be prepared during the sophomore year leading into the junior year of high school. One thing to understand, although schools are test optional for some cases, there is now a renewed interest, or they have reaffirmed that they would like to see test scores, ACT or SAT. And so this is something you should be discussing with your guidance office, again, during that sophomore year of high school, preparing, whether it's via tutors or anyone within the school faculty that can help prepare, if you are trying to get into some of the higher level academic institutions. Recognize that NCAA Division III specifically tends to be more academic centric and less of an emphasis with regard to athletics. And so if you're looking to pursue conferences such as the NESCAT, which is Bates, Bowdoin, Tufts, Trinity, etc., Amherst, you want to make sure you're preparing during your sophomore, junior, and obviously your senior year to make sure your transcript is going to fit the requirements for those academic institutions. Baseball coaches, they can support applications, and this was kind of at the center of the college admission scandal, and it's something that parents don't quite understand but kind of came to the forefront, is that college coaches are able to support X number of applications every fall. And so in some cases, it could be at the Division I level, it might be 5 to as many as 10. Other schools, it might be a little bit more. At the Division III level, it could be 10 to 15. It really depends on the athletic department and the admissions department and what the availability for not only roster spots, but school as a whole, the freshman incoming class, what those numbers look like. Utilizing opportunities with regard to peer tutoring, faculty tutoring, professional tutoring will allow you to be ahead of the game with regard to that academic criteria, test scores, transcripts, making sure, or more importantly, to ensure the opportunity to be an active participant as a recruited student athlete. Certain schools have criteria, might be 3.2. Easily you can go on Google now and you can look up what is the admissions acceptance rate for the schools that you are interested in. What is the average test score for the schools that you are interested in? ACT, SAT. What is the average weighted GPA for the schools that you are interested in? And if you do this in a proactive capacity, beginning in your sophomore year, by the time you're getting into your junior or senior year, you will have been paying attention and you have charted the course and you know the path that you have to follow in order to be involved in the admissions process with or without the support of the baseball coach during those early years of high school. This is an integral part of recruiting that most people wait until their junior or senior year in high school and they think they can play catch up, but you can't. The other topic I want to emphasize, your transcript begins the first day of classes as a freshman in high school. A's and B's will always play. Don't overload your prospective student athlete as a freshman or sophomore with overly challenging academic courses. Allow them to gradually grow as a student during the course of 4 years, and I think you'll find that more opportunities will present themselves at the college level.